What's up, YouTube? DaVerageGamer Shawn here, bringing you a non-spoiler review of Netflix's Marvel's Daredevil. Netflix's Marvel Daredevil, whatever. But like I said, non-spoiler because I know people have not had a chance to actually sit down, watch all 13 episodes, or they don't have Netflix or whatever reason. People haven't watched the show, so I'm gonna give you guys a few more days to watch the show before I actually do a spoilery review. But like I said, for now, I'm gonna give you we'll give you reasonings on why you should be watching this show. So first things first, if you are a fan of Breaking Bad and Arrow, or let's say, what's another superhero show out there on TV right now? Arrow, Game of Thrones, I want to say Gotham. I really want to say Gotham, but not really. But this show is a hard R. So the best thing I can say is a mix between Breaking Bad and Arrow. So if you don't know who Daredevil is a street level vigilante who as a kid was blinded by chemicals, and as he grew up he learned how to control the rest of his senses so he can pretty much see. So he's a blind superhero who can virtually, with his other senses, can see, and he's a well-trained fighter, which they do flashbacks like Arrow to let you know how he became to the point where he is now. That's why I say it's like a mix between Breaking Bad and Arrow. The Breaking Bad thing is like the drugs lowered part and people trying to take over the city. Using that, namely William Fisk, aka Kingpin, Wilson Fisk, not William, Wilson Fisk, who is like, you probably, if you watch the 90s Spider-Man cartoon, you know who Kingpin is, or if you read the comics, of course, the Kingpin. And it also shows how he came into power and took over Hell's Kitchen, the area that this is being shot in. So it's like an origin story for both of those, but it's not really an origin story. It's an origin story that's not an origin story, if you feel me. How Spider-Man movies, the first movie is always them explaining how he got his powers. It's not really that. They used the flashbacks on like his training, his growing up, his past, and that's for a lot of the characters. It's more of a flashback type deal. That way we don't have to spend the first 3 episodes with origin and then getting up to this. So what this is pretty much him. If you watch Smallville, on how it was him working to get his suit, the last episode, this is kind of a spoiler, is him like actually putting the suit on and fighting somebody. So I'm not gonna say who because I already spoiled enough, but it's working up to him actually getting the suit and stuff. Like I said, it's a hard R, so you won't even tell. You can't even tell like it's a Marvel or Disney property. It is very violent. There's a lot of cruel or crude language in this, and it's also setting up the type of world we're going to get when we actually get the Defenders. If the Defenders are like the street level version of the Avengers, so this is like your 4th team we're gonna have in the Marvel universe. And so far we have the Avengers, we've seen the Guardians of the Galaxy, they're gonna do the Inhumans, which they're working on in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. right now, and now we have the Defenders. So Marvel does have a universe. The only thing they're really missing right now, their 2 other big properties, is the Fantastic Four and X-Men. But I'm pretty sure they're going to get Fantastic Four back after this movie. I'm pretty sure they're going to get Fantastic Four back. The acting in this show is really, really very well done. You have a lot of people that a lot of familiar faces that you've seen before, like Chris Cox, who's playing Matt Murdock. The last big thing you probably seen him was The Theory of Everything. He's played in other movies. You have Vincent D'Onofrio playing Wilson Fisk. I keep doing that. Wilson Fisk. You have the black guy from movies like Lethal Weapon. Not Danny Glover, but the other black guy. Trust me, when you see him, you'll know him. He's playing Ben in this show. I believe Ben in the comic books was a white guy, and they changed him to a black guy in this. Because, you know, have you noticed? I'm not even going to go there. Let me go in there. All the black guys in these... Never mind. I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to go there. And you have Rosario Dawson, who is like fine wine. The older she get, the better she look. She plays Claire in this. But you have a lot of familiar faces, well-established actors playing these characters. So it really helps. The dialogue is very well portrayed and acted. The fight scenes are, oh my gosh, the fight scenes are amazing. They all fit into the realm of quote unquote reality, because like with Thor, you're talking about a guy. With Iron Man, you're talking about a guy in a suit. Captain America, he's superhuman. The Hulk is the Hulk. But you're just talking about somebody like Matt Murdock, Daredevil, who is kind of sort of just a regular person, quote unquote. Not really, but he's well trained in martial arts and boxing and all this stuff. So, and he has his super senses, I guess. But you guys know what I'm trying to say. It's not, the fight scenes are fight scenes, is what I'm trying to say. If you like good kung fu movies and things like that, let's put it like this. It's not like, oh my gosh, it's like a real fight, but it's not Power Rangers fighting as well. You see, it's right in the middle. It's a fine line. So it's very good, very well choreographed. I think in like the third episode when Daredevil goes to save this little boy, no spoilers, that fight scene is all done in one shot. So if you don't know what a one shot take is, you remember in Avengers movie where all the heroes were like fighting and then it pans over and you can see like Hulk fighting, and then you see Thor fighting, and then you see Black Widow fighting. That scene, that is a one shot scene. And it's very well choreographed. All the fights are very well choreographed. They don't look choreographed, is what I should say. They don't look choreographed. The grittiness, the darkness, it makes it feel, I don't want to say real, but it gives you this feel like, oh my gosh, this is like brutal. This is scary. Like, I wouldn't want to live here type stuff. So like I said, the best way I can describe this is a mix between Breaking Bad and Arrow. So hopefully you've seen both of those shows, and hopefully you like both of those shows, because that's the best way I can put it. This show could have easily been put and made on AMC or HBO, Showtime with Game of Thrones. The violence, like I said, it gets bloody, it gets gory. Like, trust me, it gets gory. The violence is on Game of Thrones like level. Like, imagine on Walking Dead how they do to some of them zombies to real people. Like, that's the best way I can describe it without going into spoilers. So I think I've talked enough about this without, actually going into details about the show. If you read the comics, I have not read the comics or seen that movie. So if this is your first time being introduced to Daredevil, I believe this is a great starting point. Like I said, it's a pseudo origin story where they're not like explaining how he got his powers and how he learned how to do it. They do all that via flashback, so it really helps lead up to all the events leading up to the finale, which was a great finale, I believe, or in my opinion, I believe, whatever. Well, same difference, I believe, in my opinion, same thing. But anyways, if you've enjoyed this non-spoilery review on why you should watch Daredevil, please leave a like and comment what you liked about the series if you have been able to watch it. If you have watched it and you didn't like it, please let me know as well so we can talk about that in the comment section below. Share this video with your friends so they can just join in on this discussion, and subscribe if you haven't already. If you want to follow me on anything other than YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch, all linked in the description below. And with all that being said, I am the average gamer Shawn, and I am